So what's up? How you doing today? We're going to take a look at how to record guitar over an imported track. And we can do this on your phone, on a computer, a tablet. Doesn't matter what the device is. We're going to go over some basic concepts that'll work for any of these situations. But first, I want to just talk about the benefits of recording your guitar in general. I think it's one of the best things you can do to get better on guitar. If I could make a top 5, I would say even top 3 list, recording your guitar and listening back to it would be on that list for sure. It is so valuable. It allows you to listen back to your own playing much more objectively than when you're actually playing. It allows you to experiment. You can listen back to something that you did and find out what you liked and don't like about your playing, maybe comparing it to another player if you're trying to sound like them. And you can listen to, okay, oh, they sound here, I sound here. What's that gap? And we got to work on that and closing that gap. Recording is one of those best tools for that. It also allows you to work on your mixing skills and lets your ears get a lot better. So with that being said, let's take a look at my computer right now and check out how we import the track, set it up for recording guitar, and bounce it down. So the first thing we need to do is make sure that we have a DAW, which stands for a digital audio workstation. I'm going to use GarageBand as the example for this, but the concepts of how to do everything will apply no matter which program we're using. And really the sound quality of actually recording in is going to be pretty much the same. It's not like you pay $1,000 for something and it's going to sound way better than a free version. But if you use any kind of Mac product, if you're in the ecosystem like me, you will have GarageBand for free. It's on the iPhone, it's on an iPad, it's on an iMac, it's on all that stuff. So we're going to go with that. If you use a PC, I'm going to leave a link in the description down below for a free software called Audacity. It works great. And if you use an Android, I'm not sure what there is, but look around. You can easily get something on your phone. I'm sure that will do this same exact stuff. So the next thing we need is an interface or a USB mic or something like iRig. So I will recommend, again, a description down below. Focusrite Scarlett is a great interface. It's, I think, $110, and sound quality is great thing. And you could also have a USB mic where the mic just goes straight in to your USB, and you can then put the mic in front of your guitar amp. Or if you're going into your phone or tablet, something called iRig, and I'm not sure, there's got to be an equivalent for Android, but I do not have one myself, so I cannot make a real recommendation, but I've had a lot of students who use it and they love it and stand by it. So I would recommend checking out that stuff. Now, if you need some backing tracks, I have 2 free samples. I make a lot myself, and I've got a Patreon page where people pay a monthly subscription to access to my tracks. I've got tons on there, and I just keep putting out more, and they just keep getting better. So I'll put a link in the description down below if you want to check out those 2 free ones. You can use as samples to actually do for this example here. Okay, so now we're going to open up GarageBand, and we're going to just click on an empty project. And that's going to give us nothing, but we need to put a track in there. We got 4 options. We have MIDI keyboard, or a software drummer, and that sounds really good, or audio. We've got 2 options. We're going to click this one to put the backing track in first. Doesn't matter the input. Just open it up and just click anywhere on there and right-click, add audio file. We can also drop and drag it in if you've already got it open. And then you just have to find the track. I've got one already queued up on my desktop, so I'm just going to double-click that, and then voila, it is in there. And I'm just going to resize it over here so that we can see the whole track. And if, a lot of times it comes out a little hot, so I'm going to turn it down first and bring it up. And then if you bring it up too far, it'll end up getting in the red and maybe clipping. So we're going to make sure, we get it up there and then just dial it back. So it's maybe a little too much, and then we'll just dial it back a little bit. So that's a good setting there. And now if we want, we can rename it. We can just say BT for backing track. We can throw in a little symbol over here, speaker, whatever we want. And the next step is to then add a guitar track. So we just go up to the plus button here, click that, and now click the other audio track that'll say guitar going in. You can see the input. We want to make sure we got that on the right one, and I got the input going into the one, and look at my Thunderbolt right there. Apollo, that's the name of my interface. So that's what's bringing in the audio. So my guitar is plugged into that, and then there you go. It comes up with an amp already set ready to go. And you have to make sure you put that input on there, otherwise you won't hear the monitor input. And we can change whatever settings we want. It sounds like we're playing through a real amp here. And we can try out different, kind of presets they have here. We can tweak it however we want. This one kind of sounds like that Pink Floyd song, Run Like Hell. This one's got that kind of Pulp Fiction sound. But yeah, we'll go back to this one up here, just a real clean one. Make sure we get the reverb on there. It wasn't set. So once we kind of dial in the sound that we want, like, okay, that's pretty good. Oh, make sure the drive is actually on, right? Then we need to record. So we can just go back to the beginning. We can just click record as long as we're making sure we're clicked on there and not the other track. But another way is, especially if you're going to record multiple things, is go under here to the track header and click the record thing, and then you can enable it that way. But we don't even need to do that. We'll just do the old-fashioned way, hit record, and voila. And now we can listen back and we can actually tweak the sounds afterwards. Make sure we get the volume kind of just right first. And then, say we want to change up the sounds a little bit, maybe we want a little more reverb. We can change it after the fact, a little more drive, whatever we want. The sky's the limit. So it's really opens things up for a lot of experimenting and really can help, hone in your exact kind of sounds you want. And then the last thing is we want to bounce it down to an MP3 or whatever format we want. We just go under share. We can do all these options. We'll just do this export here. And that will put it somewhere on our hard drive. I'm going to just give it a quick name here, After Midnight. If I can spell that right. Backing track, jam, save it to my desktop. And you've got these options. We can say, we'll save it to an MP3, and you can select the kind of quality you want, and then you export it, and that's it. You're good to go. So again, if you're looking for any tracks to practice this stuff, look on the link down below. That'll take you to a page that'll give you 2 free tracks. Just enter your name and email, and it'll be sent to you right away, and you can practice this stuff yourself. So I hope that helps, and have fun with it.